welcome back, Kingston, to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. Hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying the day or night or, whatever time this video finds you or wherever it finds you. We have a 4v4, and I'll look up and put the map name in the description of the video because I apologize, totally forgot to look at that when it was loading up. Anyway, we have a 4v4. This one has the coalition. You can see a 9-point UK Portugal, a 10-point España Portugal, I think UK, a 9-point España, and then an 8-point Ottoman UK. So we're gonna see, yes, we will see. Oh, that thought, because it sounds like there's cavalry already charging in here from the Ottomans. Some lancers. This is a nice open map, actually. I don't think I've seen this map played before. It has nice hills, and they really want to charge Ladue. They are charging Ladue with lancers. This is going to be execution. I don't know why they charged in against Ladue, but they do be like that. Did they lose any Ladue? What's okay? There's one, maybe two, maybe 3, 4. Maybe a few of them were killed, but probably not worth this fight. But now we have France. Oh my goodness, they have what looks like some oh, it's this guard artillery that has actually been sniped here. Yep, it is guard artillery. It is, thankfully for the French, have a general nearby, so it's off in a good spot. This is the Imperial Guard we have here, guys. This is all Imperial Guard. This is going to be a problem. I mean, the UK actually seem to be very well versed in this, but still, this is some really good quality infantry that's already forming up here. The rest of the coalition. So we have that flanking force pushing up here. I do not see any more French armies yet, which means this French army is by itself. Interestingly enough. Okay with taking a fight where they are not in the high ground. They are in the low ground right now. Still look very awesome, very ready to take on this fight. They have that guard artillery, which is going to start setting up here. Not an ideal position, though. I mean, they have a hill to the right. They can only fire in this direction. And already you can see the UK masses of cavalry here. Portuguese lancers. We have Ottoman lancers. Some Portuguese light or heavy cav. Lots of it, guys, and the UK are pressing this attack immediately here. Pouring up lines, ready to pour in some volleys against the French. They do look like to have a little bit of high ground here, kind of like this little knoll they have, or hilly ground. They can just fire down. I don't know, the French seem to be falling back here. Yeah, they're falling back as the UK are advancing. An LSC has been taken, and oh, let's see over here, because there is looking to be, we have a 6-point tie roll that is pushing forward. They are backed by another French army, so there is a French army on either side. It looks like the coalition may have to make some decisions here. I wouldn't be surprised if they try splitting their forces here to meet both sides. I think that they should all go this direction. That's what I would do. I'd take this road, tell Spain and the Ottomans to roll down this direction and start taking out this army right here, this elite army. You can see the cavalry is kind of trying to surround this army. If they can defeat this elite army here, it could be a huge thing for them. This Ladue is going to be a big problem. And we already have a cav charge here. Some Lancer v Lancer action here, as the French Lancers are just that much better. More cavalry coming into reserve. Is this more Ladue? Okay, how much Ladue do they actually... How much Ladue do they have? Didn't mean to make the pun. I'm sorry, the pun, I had to make it. More clashing, I'm sorry, but the UK are not going to win this one. And, oh my gosh, Lancers clashing with some more Lancers here. This actually may be a final victory for the coalition. Mutual breakage, actually. Nice flank by the Portuguese cav. I mean, it's Portuguese cav versus, really good quality elite cav. Now we do have also some Portuguese cavalry pushing up here. Maybe gonna make a move And more Lancers slamming into the Ladue. I don't see any light cav defending any of this heavy French cav. At least not very much of it. So I'm kind of curious if they just have a bunch of heavies. They have more cavalry pushing up here, some cuirassiers. Alright, so there's tons of heavies. Hopefully France now pulls back his heavy cav and rests it up. I think that's what he's going to do as artillery bounces in to hit a couple of them. And this fight seems to be a retreating fight. Is the artillery dead? Did the French get their artillery away in time, or is it dead somewhere? I don't see it, so I'm assuming they lost their artillery piece, which is unfortunate for them. Hold that thought, because we do have another French force pushing up here. This high ground held by some Spanish heavies. Look at this guy. He's like, well, I'm staring at the sky, guys. Ignore me. The sun, the moon, the stars. Just kidding. The French do have some dragoons. And in lines, they are going to be pushing up. Maybe they can take this high ground away from Spain, and then they can set up guns here and fire. This is a really cool map. I'm going to find out the name of this, because I want to play this map now. But it does seem like the French are on the back foot here. They keep falling back. They're fighting a retreating battle here against the UK. But they are dishing out quite a bit of damage. But I think they're probably falling back to their ally. I'm assuming they're going to fall back to their ally, who's probably coming up here very close. If I was this French army back here, I would have actually marched this direction to come in at the flank. If you come in right here, march up, and then cave down, there's nothing scouting. You can surround this army. I mean, look at... There's a whole nother UK line, or army I should say, pushing here on the flank here. Look at this. We have the King's German Legion. We have skirmishers. Oh yeah. The light detachment is pushing forward. We have artillery set up. We got a 6-pounder Spanish artillery piece. France still falling back. Over on this side, it looks like the French actually got engaged, formed a square here with some Bavarians. Formed a square, repelled the coalition. All right, so a good mixture of Bavaria in this one. Yeah, this is just a 6-pointer too, so Spain maybe will feel a little more confident in engaging this side. Although there's a lot of cavalry pushing up here. Yeah, we do have a cav charge against Spain. With what is this? Another heavy Dragonards? Some more elite heavy Spanish or French cav. My goodness. Oh, it looks like a fierce fight put up, and these Portuguese were pretty worse for wear, so they actually are going to fall back here, as that was not a fight that they were seeming to do very well with. This right side is engaging here against France. They're probably going to be very equal, as there is some light infantry pushing forward on the flank. Oh, we have the guard. A guard line infantry. These guys are going to fire fast and accurate. And we're going to have this flank hopefully start advancing. They need to start closing this gap immediately against France. Although France looks to be pushing forward here on the flank as well. Spain did break. And it looks like this hill, there's going to be a weird fight here. Again, Spain and France are going to fight on the very edge of this hill. Look at the Bavarians setting up here behind the windmill. A lot of Spanish guard. These guys look pretty cool, I think. Two different fights, though, guys. Two different fights. Oh, we have some 2E. This is the 4E, 2E Grenadier. Oh, what are they doing, though? Are they going to pour in a volley? They better have reserves. Oh yes, they have cavalry pushing forward too. Ooh, this could be a really big push. Oh, well, okay. I would not have bayonet charged this.
Our men are running, sir.
I would not have bayonet charged grenadiers. I would have tried shooting them, but beautiful charge by the cuirassiers, making a huge play here, charging in, and now the grenadiers are probably going to start making their push. Cavalry needs to go in here. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of charging here. France closing in. They seem to have caught the UK napping a little bit here. Now they did get a nice volley off. Just a little bit here, but more and more Ledoux with grenadiers pushing forward here. This is going to turn into a bit of a mess. France needs to start pulling back. I would pull back my whole line immediately, sacrifice 1 or 2 units. Now they are point blanking these grenadiers, getting a beautiful volley, especially with the Coldstream Guards. Don't fin like that though. You can't do that. You have to go into melee, which they are doing. But oh my gosh, what a huge counterattack by France over here. It looks like it's just a volley fire here. Artillery setting up for 6-point tie roll. Still haven't seen the other French army. We are starting to see it here. But this fight seems to be getting a little bit messy. More line infantry charging in against the UK line. This square that was formed. France locked in deadly combat with the French Guard. Coldstream Guard is trying to hold this front line though. They may actually do a better job than most, but it does seem like France is making a massive gain here, pushing forward cavalry, even engaging the foot guards in the rear and breaking them. So now the UK are falling back. And more charging happening here. Square does get formed here, and we can see the UK still trying to make a stand. France actually getting repulsed a little bit here. These guys getting caught out and getting shot in the face, but we do have a counterattack happening over here. France now meeting up against the UK on this other side. But France seems to have totally outflanked this UK army on the side. That's looking a little disastrous here. Spain is forming up against France. This is their one hope, that France loses on this side. And actually, it looks pretty good. We have the Black Watch. Oh, the Black Watch going against their Bavarians. Although there is some grenadiers. Come on, fire volley. Oh my gosh, they just swept the floor a little bit with them, getting a nice volley before France clashes in with the Highlanders. More cav though, starting to back this up. France doing very well to push them back. Nice volley by the Coldstream Guards. They have so much UK, it is going to be rough for them. France has totally thrown back this UK army. Trying to get the Coldstream Guards maybe to fall back. Oh, we have another huge clash over on this side. Grenadiers, Ledoux. But there is a countercharge with the light infantry and cavalry. Surprised France is trying to break away from this. They could easily win this fight. UK is reforming here against this French push. Over on this side, it does look like we have a attack here. A square holding the bay, holding back this heavy cav, but looking a little messy. Now we do the Spanish infantry and cavalry charged up this hill, and I think they may actually take this one, as France seems to actually be falling back. France seems a little bit worse for wear in this combat. France charging in, or France is countercharging, trying to push back, trying to get themselves in here. The 6-pointer trying to maybe fall back, as Spain is really pushing very hard here. Spain seems to actually do an excellent job using the guard units to hold this line. Here we have the French. Oh my goodness, the French pushing here, guys. What a beautiful shot we have here. The UK seem to be holding. In fact, they may be actually pushing back this line. Maybe they're gonna be able to counterattack. Here's some guard artillery, so it is definitely Imperial Guard versus the UK, which seems an even pitting. And looks like Spain is actually starting to fold a little bit here, so not the greatest thing in the world. These cuirassiers finally able to break free and slam into maybe some Spanish units here. Oh, it's going to be a kill zone, though. Look at this. It's going to become a kill zone, I guarantee you. Over here, Bavarians still trying to hold the line against the Spanish Guard. Holding this hilltop. There's some more reserves here, but they're getting kind of tied up with so much cavalry that the Ottoman UK brought. Man, 2 isolated battles, guys, happening in 2 different spots. I'm not sure where this French army is actually going. Now, where are they going? Shouldn't they be trying to crush this side? Maybe they're trying to help against the Spanish forces. But the French are getting a little discombobulated, like, not discombobulated. They're getting a little spread out here. And this may turn into a coalition victory if the French become too isolated to be able to foot a attack very well, or defense. I mean, they're just all over the place, and this UK line is kind of stretched very far. In fact, they should be pushing up this flank. This flank is barely engaged, and they can start swinging it. I mean, they have a huge line, and France is kind of picking away at a little part in bits and pieces of it. Over here, that heavy cav for France seems to be actually doing a good job here. We do have some more Spanish troops defending as best they can. Oh, look at that. Things not going too well. Spain actually is forming some squares as they seem to be getting countercharged by the French cavalry. Oh, 6-point Tyrol, though, looks to be starting to crumble into pieces here. And this UK with the... Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay, this is a cool looking unit. The Scots Foot Guards. They look terrifying. And you don't see those guys brought very much, so that's kind of cool to see. And the Coldstream Guard. A different look to them. I like this unit best, though. My goodness, look at them. Look at those guys.
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
All right, let's see what France is doing. France is pushing over to this side. I think they maybe are thinking, if we look at a grand scheme of things, I think they're trying to leave this French army to die, be sacrificial, you know, piecemeal. They are 1v1ing right now. This French army is pushing over maybe to help out because France is starting to crush the Spanish flank. Now you do see Spain is holding this hill with their guard, firing almost point blank into the Spanish, or to the French, but they can see reserves pushing forward here. We do have some Marines now charging directly into the Spanish line. But this UK Ottoman force, guys, is a force to be reckoned with, and I think it is going to actually tear apart these 2 units. 130, 150 men, easily going to hold back this 6-point Tyrol. In fact, they probably outgunned them. In my honest opinion there. Now, France over here is starting to break, but a huge cav charge here with Ledoux and the Spanish or the French lines charging, starting to break away at this UK center. Grenadiers charging along the lines here. UK need to not let this happen again. This happened last time. They started getting flanked. This is where France just needs to charge directly in here on the flank and start caving, causing that mass rout. Get the cavalry involved. Oh, look out for your general. They're going to lose the general, I think. So France does not seem to actually be winning this or losing this at this point. We do have some grenadiers and such in a line fight. This is a fierce fight, though. I think France is actually losing right here. With their artillery bursting in, I think they're going to win that side. They have reinforcements pushing over as well, but France is starting to cave in this line, especially with bringing in the heavy cav. Turning back over here, the UK pursuing this rest of this Imperial Guard, who's trying to now hold them off and push over more reinforcements as Spain is getting pushed pretty hard here. Oh man, they're getting flanked, attacked in the back. They do have the Ottoman UK pushing up to kind of try to defend. They have some reserve lines. They have those Scottish Black Watch. But over here, it looks like they are winning. Against 6-point tie roll. Yeah, these guys are getting picked apart. Getting entirely picked apart. This heavy cav needs to do something. But France is coming pouring over this hill. At the same time, also, France not really holding as the UK seem to be coming back from their defeat. But, oh my goodness, France. France is doing very well. They have broken quite a lot of the UK line. But a raging fight, to be sure. I mean, this actually very well scattered. It's not been focused in one area, which kind of makes it a lot cooler, I think, in my opinion. Now, this unit should probably be trying to push up here, or this unit should be pushing over, trying to get a bayonet charge on the flank here. They should be trying to break this unit as soon as possible, but both sides seem so badly bloodied, it's not going to matter who wins. They won't be able to truly help. Over on this side, though, France still advancing here. They are coming through the valley in behind the coalition, but can the coalition break the Spanish first? We have some more of the Black Watch now engaging some cuirassiers and some line infantry. Spain almost broken, guys. Spain is almost broken. Looks like Ledoux pushed out against the UK, pushing in lines as well. Oh boy. I think the coalition got this. I do think they have it, but it's not going to be an easy one. It's been a fierce but probably a short battle here, as France is almost spent, I suspect. France almost spent. I think France is going to start losing here. And the UK just have a good enough of a front, so if they try charging in, they're going to die. You can't frontally charge the UK, guys. It doesn't work unless you have a nice chunky unit to send it first. This is a huge mosh of troops on both sides. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. Both sides have a lot of routing. You see some squares here. More French troops. Another square here of the Grenadiers. Oh, where do we have some C6s charging the French line. Beautiful charge here. And I think the UK are barely going to hold this together, but I think they will hold this together. Looking at the grand scheme of things, this French army is getting sandwiched between the UK forces. I mean, the coalition is pretty badly bloody. Being honest here, even over here, it's both sides are pretty dead. I mean, this French army using their artillery to great effect, actually starting to kill the UK. UK continually forming some squares to get rid of the Ledoux. These Grognards, guys, really these guys are really putting the hurt on. And now the UK are going to fall back. They don't have to win this one. I mean, France...
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
France is actually winning right here. With that cavalry and infantry support, they seem to be winning. But there's so much pushing around here, and the French don't have anything really left. They have a tiny bit in the valley, but they got to keep pressing forward if they want to maybe win this. Pushing on the Ottoman UK, but they have several units. Is that elite? Oh no, they broke. Obviously took some pretty heavy losses. There's 30 of them left, wow. Or UK fighting here against infantry combined with heavy cav. It's such a deadly combo that France seems to be having. The heavy cav in line infantry, they really were making a number. They did finally drive back the heavy cav of France using that artillery piece that's silhouetted here against the valley. that may be the only place that really can save this French army or this UK army, is that this artillery is placed two different places. It's going to start tearing apart. Gosh, can't talk. Tearing apart this French line. But now the only other fight is still split up. These fights were so split. But I think France is finally catching up to this Ottoman army. And I think, yeah, I think France just got to defeat one or two more units and hope that the UK don't jump in their back. Although the UK seem to be already getting there. This poor UK unit was holding desperately. And it was not enough, unfortunately, with allies so close. French now turn to face them. Cavalry fleeing the field. A couple more Ottoman lines desperately trying to hold on. What is happening with this French army? I think they're probably going to fall back. They have to. The artillery is probably going to slaughter them. There's still some UK units pushing over here. Yeah, it'll be a coalition victory. That's my prediction at this point in time. There's way more coalition units than there are French units at this point, and they look a little healthier, a little better quality. The cavalry and grenadiers and such are running out. This poor heavy cav unit just can't deal with the square. This desperate last defense. Look at how small these units are. They have lost so much. Oh, looks like the French are going for a flank here on this side with what is left of their forces. Man, the guys, look at the death and destruction on this side of the field. I mean, it doesn't really do justice to it. But look at that. I just bayonet charge him. Just bayonet charge him. Okay, France seems to be on its last breath. Actually, they are definitely dead. There's just a general who's running away. Look at this guy. He's like, I will not surrender. As Cav chases him down, he tries to flee. Not gonna work, buddy. Yeah, for now seems to be working. But yeah, the French army's gone here, so we're just gonna focus on this side now. I'm surprised the UK are even, like, they should have charged so much sooner. This guard artillery isn't gonna get a fire probably in time, but still. And the artillery crew runs away. Not to have guns ever again. Alright, well, with so few units left here, I'm going to start fast forwarding. But yeah, I'll say the French did so well in the very beginning. They had an amazing push with that
This building
cav
has fallen to the enemy.
and line infantry when they first pushed, that initial push. If only they hadn't gone this way, I think if they had swung this direction and crushed this side, then they would have had a united force. They could have had this French army fall back to them. I think that may have done better. But, you know, I wasn't there, so who knows what the deal was on each side. I can't see everything. Just my own thoughts on the battle. I always like to kind of hypothesize, theorize about what could have gone better, what was maybe... Sometimes there's a moment. Sounds all dramatic now. There was a moment when the battle changes. There's that moment where you make a certain move and it's over. Oh,
Our
look at this.
men are running,
French.
sir.
Oh, they should have bayonet charged. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, France. Going in for a last-ditch effort to break this army. The UK need to pay attention to this. France is going full in. They're full sending it. They have a general still, and they are looking to break this UK army once and for all. And this artillery is still firing, guys. You need to, when someone starts doing this, you need to pull back these, like I'd pull back these 4 to here and aim this direction. You need to be facing the enemy, not your flank to them. France always will do well if they can get you on the side. That is exactly what is happening here.
The men are fatigued.
You
sir.
must do
risk
something,
away.
though. You can't just stand in a line and let them charge your flank. You will mass rout. These Royal Fusiliers, the elegant extracts could be doing something. They're facing the wrong way. These guys could be facing the other way. These guys are facing the wrong way. There's something facing them. Pull them around, face them this way. Start volleying, because now France is going to wipe out your entire army, unfortunately. Artillery, oh no, line infantry trying to kill this gen. Man, France has just totally broken this side. It's like revenge for the slaughter that happened over here. And there's still some French units here, guys. Making the retreat, falling back constantly. Man, they're getting chased down. But we will skip to the end. I don't know if I have the results for this one, but we'll check in a second and see if we do. That is going to hurt. Okay, well, they could have kept firing, but they're going to just charge in here to end the battle. And die bravely to line infantry. Or not, maybe. Who knows? Who knows who will lose and who will win this fight? Oh, is this guy going to kill someone? Ooh, he blocked. Stumbled backwards. Nope, they're running. And thus ends the battle. The battle that I wish I could see the results all the time. It's really annoying. I need to figure that out. This army had the foot guards, which got 300 kills. It's a lot of kills. The UK are a lot of fun to play. Very much easier to play because usually you can just shred the enemy. But watch out for that melee, because you saw they can easily catch you. If France catches you in melee, they just have slightly better melee, especially the guard, I should say. Some French armies aren't going to be able to catch you and defeat you in melee, but some will. And the guard is one of those that you cannot let them get close enough to go in with their bayonets, because their Morale bayonets will trump yours. And that doesn't matter whatever army you are as a coalition. The Imperial Guard will trump you. But obviously it paid off in the end. They were able to take the W. A Pyrrhic victory, I am sure, but I'm going to double check and make sure I don't have the results of this battle. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me check. All right, guys, this is awesome. So I actually had it, which is awesome. I'm so glad I found it. So you can see here, Crusader was playing as the Ottoman UK, getting 1,454 kills. Maria got 1,464 as UK Portugal. You got Spain, who got 822. They took the brunt of the fight in the very beginning, and obviously they paid a high price. They lost 489 men. The other UK, Spain, Portugal got only 832 kills, but I think they still helped play their part in that fight. On the other side, T with 1193. You have Grouchy with 1477, D Saint with 456 as 6-point Tyrol. I think he's the one who got hit pretty hard by Spain. Spain and 6-point Tyrol both seem to get hit pretty hard, which cost them a lot. But then you have the other General Hero. He got 1404 on the kills. And you can see now the points for the French side. 9-point France Flanders, 11-point France Russia Center, of course the 6-point Tyrol, and then the other 10-point France Österreich. So anyway, guys, that is the video for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in another video.